The room was a sea of pastels, balloons tied to every chair, tables covered in pink and blue confetti, and a towering cake in the shape of a teddy bear. Laughter filled the air, clinking glasses punctuated the chatter, and my wife, Emily, sat at the center of it all, glowing. Her smile was dazzling, her hand resting on her belly, the picture of joy and anticipation. She had planned every detail of this baby shower, ensuring it was perfect. And why wouldn't she? It was a celebration of her pregnancy, of our future together. Except, it wasn't. I clenched the folded piece of paper in my hand, my fingers digging into the edges. The truth burned in my chest, but I kept my expression steady, my heart a hammer against my ribs. I stood, tapping my glass with a spoon. "I'd like to make a toast," I announced. The room quieted. Smiles turned toward me. Emily beamed. "To my wife, the most beautiful, radiant woman in the world," I said, lifting my champagne. She laughed softly, eyes shining. "And to the real father of this child." Silence. A thick, suffocating silence. Emily's smile wavered. "What?" She forced a chuckle. "What are you talking about, honey?" I reached into my pocket, unfolding the paper slowly, deliberately. I had a suspicion, so I did what any man in my position would do. I got a paternity test. Her best friend, Claire, gasped. Her champagne glass slipped from her fingers, shattering against the floor. The sound cracked through the hush like a gunshot. Emily's face drained of color. "Jason, this isn't funny." I met her gaze, cold and unflinching. "Should I read the results out loud?" Rewind 6 weeks. I'd never been the jealous type. Never checked her phone, never questioned her nights out with friends. But something had shifted. The way she avoided my gaze, how she hesitated before answering simple questions, the way her phone was always face down. Then, one night, a message popped up on her screen while she was asleep. Just one word. Ours. I stared at it, a sick weight forming in my stomach. The sender? Unknown number. I didn't wake her. Instead, I sat in the darkness, my mind spinning. I could have confronted her right then. I could have screamed, demanded the truth. But I knew better. A man doesn't go to war without gathering his weapons first. The next day, I called in a favor from a friend, a private investigator. And what he found shattered me. Photos. Videos. Late-night meetups. Hotel rooms. And the man? My best friend, Mark. Betrayal cut deep. It wasn't just that she had cheated, it was who she had chosen. The man I had trusted with my secrets, my loyalty, my friendship. I wanted to rage, to destroy something, but I forced myself to be patient. Revenge, after all, is best served cold. I ordered the paternity test without her knowledge. And when the results arrived in the mail, I opened them alone. 0.0% probability of paternity. My world should have shattered. Instead, it hardened. I knew exactly what I had to do. Emily had insisted on a grand baby shower. A celebration of our love. The irony was almost poetic. I played my role perfectly. I smiled, kissed her cheek, even helped hang decorations. I let her think everything was fine. But beneath the surface, I was sharpening my knife. I made sure Mark was there. I needed him to witness his world burning down. I needed them both to know that I had known. Back to the present. The silence stretched unbearably. People looked between me and Emily, confusion and dread in their eyes. "Jason," she whispered, voice trembling. I held up the test results. "This baby isn't mine." Gasps rippled through the crowd. Her father, a proud, traditional man, stiffened in his seat. Her mother covered her mouth in horror. Mark, seated near the back, had gone rigid. I turned my gaze to him. "Anything you want to say, buddy?" His face drained of color. Jason, save it. I exhaled slowly, turning back to Emily. How long? Tears welled in her eyes. Jason, please, we can talk about this later. No. Now. In front of everyone. My voice was steel. Her lips trembled. I made a mistake. I laughed. A hollow, sharp sound. A mistake is forgetting an anniversary. This was calculated. I turned to the crowd. I want you all to understand something. I stood by this woman. I built a life with her. And she looked me in the eyes every day, knowing this wasn't my child. She let me rub her stomach, whisper to a baby that isn't mine. She planned this shower, knowing it was built on a lie. A choked sob escaped her throat. And Mark? I turned to him. My best friend. The godfather to my future children. I scoffed. You sat in my house, drank my beer, looked me in the eye while sleeping with my wife. He had no defense. No words. Just silence. I exhaled, stepping back. You two deserve each other. Then, I reached into my pocket and pulled out a neatly folded stack of papers. Divorce papers. Already signed. You'll be served officially in the morning. Emily let out a strangled gasp. Jason, please. I ignored her. I turned to the crowd, lifting my glass once more. To freedom. And then, without another word, I walked out. The night air was crisp, a stark contrast to the suffocating warmth of that room. My heart should have been heavy, but instead, I felt light. She had betrayed me. He had betrayed me. But I had taken my power back. As I walked toward my car, my phone buzzed. A message from an unknown number. I'm so sorry. I stared at it for a long moment. Then, I deleted it. Some things don't deserve a reply. With one final glance at the glowing house behind me, I got into my car and drove away. And for the first time in weeks, I smiled.